What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Not on cheating on me. I'm cheating on you. Benefit of doubt.
So my son said, if he's cheating on you, give him the benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
But if you cheat on him,
Vamos. First one. Vamos.
Welcome to another episode of Shortbox. I'm the Qeed. Macibo. Man, let's just jump right into it, bro. Let's go.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think, if it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You gotta endure. People are too...
You want to stick in the relationship?
People are just... I mean, look, people nowadays are just...
For anyone that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay, I'll tell you what. It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the children?
You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the children, yes.
I think Whoa, Macibo.
Yes, sir.
They said when your partner is punching you like punching bag, you should endure.
Honestly, endure.
What do you think? What do you think, though? Seriously.
Yes, you can endure.
Endure what?
But you cannot endure no more.
Bro, they go kill you now. You will die.
No, what I mean by that is sometimes,
Okay.
if it happened in the first time, maybe your partner hit you, it can always be a correction. Then if you continue doing it, then you're free to do what you want to do. But sometimes, there's always an endurance. You can always endure something before you decide what you want to do.
Okay. Here's what I want to say. The thing is most times...
Mistake happen.
Most times when people get abusive, it just continue. Yeah, they continue on that pattern.
So you feel like people don't change?
One person I feel like people don't change, that's my OT. I always believe people don't change, their circumstances change. Now, when you start dating this person, were they abusive, were they aggressive, were they yelling, were they kicking things off, were they throwing shit all over the house? If they already have that trait in them, it's just a matter of time before they start punching the shit out of you. And I'm talking on both sides now, because there are some women that are very physically abusive to their partner. There are some women like that. They will slap their boyfriend, they will kick them, they will mark their car, they will burn their clothes, you'll be sleeping, your wife will pour water on you. There was even one where the wife cut off the guy's dick while he was sleeping in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So, there are tons, this abuse thing,
You cut off your dick. There's no endurance in that because you're useless anyway.
When you cut off your dick, you are completely enduring. The entire life is endurance.
Automatically.
You endure for the rest of your life.
Yeah, endure by yourself.
Or you become...
Because you got the dick.
You become a shim.
She go end up being with another person because
So you become a shim.
Oh boy.
Because now...
Let's get back to this.
But the truth is what I feel like is nobody should endure abuse. Physical abuse. Verbal abuse is...
Some verbal abuse is the same thing actually because...
Yeah.
See, there are some people with bad mouths.
Your brain and it just fucks up your mind. Yeah, I know. So let's just agree that if your partner is abusive, you should just leave that relationship. If you guys can work out your differences after therapy, after you
gone through everything,
ask for every single help where you can, like therapy, have family intervention, have your pastor, your imam, wherever you trust enough to be able to intervene and give you guys the best advice to move forward. Once you guys have tried all that, please get the fuck out of that relationship. Don't endure shit. No, bro. Because people get killed in this domestic shit. People die.
Yeah.
By mistake. It's either the guy is beating the woman too much, then one day the woman decides to fight back, pick up something, and boom, you are dead.
So I just asked you a question. What about verbal?
So verbal abuse for me is very tricky, in the sense that sometimes when people say things to you, like they said it takes two people to react to a word. Someone that says it and the person that is listening to you.
Yeah.
If you let what they are saying get to you, that's one way to look at it. No, that's one way to look at it. Sometimes some people don't know how to block out.
Let me check what is
Okay.
verbal abuse, for example. You say you let it get into you. Okay, fine. I don't think they can escape that because you are in the same house with the same person. You know, verbally abusing all the time.
Okay.
Same shit every day, blah 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 from morning to night. How do you want to escape that? How do you
That's
want
what
to
I'm
escape
saying.
it?
No.
How do you want to block it? You wake up in the morning.
I know with verbal abuse you can leave the house. You can just excuse yourself. You can go out. You can go get some fresh air.
I think it's the same thing as physical abuse.
No, it is, but because you are not seeing the physical black eye and all that, I always feel with verbal abuse,
So you can block your cut you.
you can block your hair, you can listen to music while they're yammering your mouth, or you can leave the house. But the best way, to be honest, but the best thing to do is just get out of that relationship, because it only takes a minute before the person becomes physical. Because when you start to ignore what they are saying, there's every possibility that when you start to ignore what they are saying and they put their hands on you, then you lose it and you put your hands on them.
Yeah.
So verbal abuse only lead to one thing: physical abuse for the most part. So there's no point staying. Now, if your partner cheats on you, get the fuck out.
There people cheat on spouse, you know, and they
My thing is, if your partner sleeps with somebody for the first time,
one-time thing.
I mean, you can always find a place in your house to forgive them, work on your relationship, find out the reason why they step out of
Because you don't know what you're going to.
find out why they step out of that marriage.
There's no why.
Now, sometimes people have good reasons, but they have good reasons, but the solution.
What are those good reasons?
I'll get to bad reasons now. What I'm saying is sometimes people have good reasons for stepping out of their marriage, but it is always bad to step out of your marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the guy that like what we said now, the partner is beating her. Now she found solace in another guy that kind of like maybe like a neighbor or a friend that tried to console her, and then that led into them having a one-night stand. You see, there was a good reason in the sense that she got beaten, she left the house to go cool off, and the person that is consoling her end up consoling her. That can happen. And there was a good reason behind it, but the way it went was bad. It ended up in her cheating. Now, in that situation, I always say people should try and work on their different. But when it becomes an habitual cheater, a serial cheater, where every time it's another girl, every time it's another dude, then even when it comes to when it happens the second time, just go. When someone cheats on you the first time, that's their fault. When they do it the second time, that becomes your fault. Because why I say that is, second time means is either you are not paying attention to what they did the first time, or you've done something that made them go do that thing, or they're just done with the relationship, or they're just serious cheater. Either way.
But you know, some women, they always just give up on that cheating thing. When it's always still, they just give up and they're still staying in the same marriage.
Some people will stay. Some people stay, but I don't believe in it because you have resentment. Yeah, you have resentment.
I'm sure you know about people like that.
No. I know a couple of. In fact, even dudes that stay in the marriage.
Yeah, dudes are doing like cheating on their wife.
Even I know one that the wife was cheating on him, and he stayed because the family kept telling him it will get better. And yeah, they're in a better place now. They're in a good place. They figured their relationship out. I know them. They figured their relationship out. But
what the hell are you talking about?
No, I'm serious. Yes, that actually
a woman is cheating on the husband
in Nigeria.
And the man still stay.
As a matter of fact, I know them too well
Still stay there.
Yeah, the guy stayed.
And the woman continue doing it till now.
Now they're in a good place. Now they're best of friends. I'm telling you, no,
But
that stopped. This
Stop.
this whole cheating thing was when they just got married. She was still attached to the person she was dating
Before.
Yeah, to her ex.
Okay.
So I guess the ex came back into her life and things got messy and that happened for a couple. And they just barely got married then. I mean, their marriage couldn't have been any older than 2 years. Yeah, their marriage was like 2 years when this whole thing happened, and it happened for like almost 6-7 months. Then they found out, and it took her a while to be able to get rid of the ex. But now they're in a good place. They've been in that marriage for almost 11-12 years, if I can remember. But the truth is, when your partner becomes a serial cheater, then you should leave. That's the honest truth. You should leave. Because it only leads to one thing. You get it fucked up in the mind, or you fucking your partner up. It's that I want to do. But I will never advise anybody to stay in a marriage where they are getting abused. Neither will I advise someone to stay in a marriage where they are getting cheated on. What do you think?
True. Yeah.
I think both leads to one way. But they fuck up.
Yeah.
That's what they
That's how people still want to stay.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you're staying, know the reason why you're staying. Don't stay because you feel I will never find somebody else.
Some people stay because of children.
And that's why I said know the reason why you're staying. If you're staying for the kids because you want the kids to be raised in a two-parent household, that's a valid excuse. Mm-hmm. But just know that you staying is on you. It's your responsibility to be able to manage your stay. You cannot continue to expect the other person to now all of a sudden become a better person. Right. If they are not a better person, people don't change. The circumstances change. The next thing is a do now. But when he was asking the girl out, he would be the best boyfriend she's ever seen. But when they got married, it changed. So which means all along he's always been a cheater. But while they were dating, he was able to hide it well enough for her not to see. So when you find yourself in that kind of situation, I personally think if it's a continuous thing, you should just go.
Let's go.
Because you live a very resentful life.
Yeah,
you'll be resentful, you'll be unhappy, you'll be miserable. And one day you can just snap and kill this motherfucker, bro.
Exactly.
Like the one that cut off the husband's dick.
Yeah.
Because the husband impregnates another lady. And she found out. And while the guy was sleeping, she just
damn it.
Ooh. So if the guy doesn't die, the guy is pretty much
useless. Sometimes they always attack the
if they're not able to, because she was the one that called it off, and just to tell them in the house before the police or anybody come, the other part of the difference.
But they can join it together. You start working.
If it's that easy, then the shames that become due should be able to go and be buying dick. There.
Your own can only work.
Okay, they say your own can only work for your own. I don't know, bro. I just think if your partner is cheating on you and it's a continuous thing, then leave. And if your partner is abusive in any way, shape, or form, verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally, financially,
and spiritually,
if it's a continuous thing, get the fuck out. Because it only leads to two things: your depression, your mental health, or
your everything.
Someday you snap and do the wrong thing and end up in jail.
Right.
So I mean, either way, it doesn't end well.
Yeah.
So my advice is to leave. Don't listen to this dude that say you should endure. Don't endure shit.
But you can endure.
Endure what?
No, at the first stage of it, maybe the person can
give them a second chance. But if they keep abusing that trust and the chances you're giving them, get the fuck out.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Yeah, that's all I can say. Because I personally know I would not stay with a partner that cheat on me, but I will give them the benefit of that. Just for me to actually
not on cheating on me. I'm cheating on you, benefit of doubt.
So Marcelo said if he's cheating on you, benefit of doubt,
yes,
give him the benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
But if you cheat on him,
vamos. First one, vamos.
Oh wow, look at the double standard.
Your shoe, your J-string, everything down, floor down, down. You know,
I think, guys, I mean, look, I'll give you a benefit of that. I always remember what you did, but I mean, I'll still give the relationship a chance. If I like you, if I like you enough, I like you enough. Or if you have a kid, if I have a kid with you, for the child, I'll come and I give the relationship a benefit of doubt. Right? I give you a second try. After then, I'm sorry, vamos, like Macibo said, vamos, with your G-string flying off the roof.
You go in and first cheating, vamos. But if I don't cheat on you,
guys, tell us what you will do if you find yourself in this kind of situation where there's someone cheating on you or your partner is abusive. Will you stay or will you go? Go into the comment section, tell us what you will do. Guys, like 75% of you guys are watching but are not subscribing. Subscribe. And to those that have subscribed, we say thank you for supporting this channel. Your support means so much. We appreciate you. And for new subscribers, once you subscribe, go into the comment section, put I subscribe. And we will be there to
give you a shout out
and thank you. And on that note, we say thank you once again for joining us on Shortbox. Until we see you again, peace.